Hey everybody, Mac to Monster, back with Marvel Heroes, and this time we got Luke Cage on the chopping block. And they did some changes to him, kind of under the radar, and still doesn't change too much on the build. This is the Power Man build, and I'm sticking with it entirely, and it works. So going straight to the build, we're going to do 20 points into Cage was here. This is going to give us some AoE to kill off some trash, basically. It knocks him down, does some pretty good damage. You can charge it all the way up if you like, or you can just hit the button and watch it kill away. 20 points into Superhuman Leverage. This gives us some health, tenacity, critical hit rating, damage rating with thrown objects, damage rating to range powers. That's all great, but really I want that crit hit rating and the health. Now we're going to do 20 points with Dempsey Roll. This is going to be our finisher. This hits like pretty much a truck. This is what we need to do some serious damage with Luke Cage, and this is what we're looking for. It also gives us some dodge rating. That's a side effect. You really want the damage. 20 points into Unbreakable Skin. This is a passive. This is going to give us some defense rating, some hit points per second, projectile deflection chance. But really, there's not too many other things we're going to want to take, so it's a good place to put some points. You can swap this around with Vehicular Manslaughter, but that's up to you. 20 points with Combo Fighter. This gives us extra damage with a finisher, and also it's going to make Dempsey Roll have damage rating every time you use it. So that's pretty good. Then we're going to do 20 points with Colleen Wing. We get to pick one pet, and I pick her. Secondary choice would probably be Iron Fist for the healing buff. It's really up to you. You can use whatever pet you want. I just choose Colleen Wing. She's got some pretty good multi-strike damage, and she gives us power, which is damage rating and move and attack speed. Definitely can use all that. Other than that, we're going to want 1 point into Business is Good. Might as well take the buff. 1 point into Natural Leader. Again, might as well take the buff, giving us some defense rating, some damage rating, and some Summon Ally damage rating. Now, he does have the pet. I just don't find him to be super reliable on the pet, so I wouldn't sink too much into the pet, which is why I don't put tons of points into Natural Leader to get the most out of the Summon Ally damage. I put 1 point into Hero's Call. It's supposed to be his signature now, but really I find it to be a horrible, horrible signature. It's on a minute cooldown for 15 seconds of glory, and really, while it's active, you get 25% damage negation, 25 seconds worth of damage, and those two things only last for 5 seconds, and you get all the pets out for 15 seconds. It's just not even in the right category of a signature yet. It's terrible. They really need to relook at that again. And then I put the rest of the points in Vehicular Manslaughter. Now this can do some good damage, which is what people want, which is why I say you can swap around how you point out Unbreakable Skin to Vehicular Manslaughter and put 12 points into Unbreakable Skin instead, so you get the full damage of Vehicular Manslaughter if you wish. I don't use Vehicular Manslaughter for the damage itself. It's on an 8-second cooldown. I use it to get the 4 combo points so I can Dempsey Roll. That's really all I want it for. The extra damage is alright. So that's up to you. You can swap those around as you wish. I don't know why it keeps putting me on slot 2, but that's how I spend it. Then I set up the crowbar beat down on my left button. I got cold shoulder on my right button so I can charge around. I got Cage was here so I can just sit there and deal with trash. Then I move my fingers over when it comes up to a boss because I don't use Cage was here anymore. And then I just build up 4 charges of my combo points and then Dempsey Roll. What's nice about Dempsey Roll is you need all 4 combo points to throw it out there. So as soon as it's activated, as soon as it lights up, I can hit the button. I don't even have to really be looking at it. It glows, and it's nice. And then I'll hit the button, and then I'll throw the car, then I'll hit the button, then I'll build up 4, and I'll hit the button, and I'll wait for the car to light up, and I'll throw the car, hit the button, that kind of deal. I'll light off Hero's call immediately because it really shouldn't be lit up again before the boss is dead. And of course, I'll summon Colleen Wing immediately. So for gearing, before I go away, Omega points. The only thing I got spent is nothing. So no Omega points in this. I never use Omega points for the videos, except for maybe the plus XP, which I really should use because I'm still leveling my Angel, and we'll set up Angel as my team up. Get him out. Get him back here. And then for gear, there it is. I got an Advanced Crimson Crystal of Sideric. It's got physical damage rating, health, and a chance to become invulnerable. Seeing how he's all physical damage, it's a beautiful thing. I got an Advanced Metasensory Array. It's got damage rating and attack speed. I mean, these aren't the best versions of these artifacts, but they're definitely good ones to look for. You can get much better of these ones, but Crowbar Beatdown doesn't cost any spirit, so the faster you swing it, the more damage you do, which is awesome. I'm using Advanced Kung Fu Training Sequence. You get pretty good melee damage out of this. All your skills are melee except for maybe Vehicular Manslaughter. No, that's not melee. So it gives you some extra health and some dodge and some defense. And then I'm using Advanced Latverian Regalia for some extra summoned ally damage just to beef it up a little bit. I'm using a Curse Medallion, so I get some Brutal Strike rating, Critical Strike rating, damage rating to melee powers. It's buffing all my melee damage. Using Gugner, none of the ranks are there. I haven't leveled it up at all. I'm just using it as a placeholder to show you what I would use, because it will buff everything out there. You can use a Savage Axe, but then the pet really doesn't get buffed. This will buff everything. Again, it's one of those blah artifacts that everyone says use. In this case, you kind of got to go with it because it will buff all the skills across the board. You're just kind of stuck with it. I got a Herbie with +3 strength and plus 2 ranks to melee powers, plus 2% base damage to melee powers. He's really the main source of damage, so it's the closest pet that really fits to him that I have. Then I got a Luke Cage Classic costume. He's going to be melee, he's going to be in the thick of it. He's got a 300 hit point, 100 spirit and mid-kit use. Won't need the spirit as much, but definitely will need the hit points. So he's got hit points on the costume core. Relics of Lemuria, that's what he had. I used to always give my guys Relics of Lemuria when they were broken. They're not so broken anymore. I got Insignia of Electra. When you hit with a power, you and your allies gain 181 crit rating and 412 crit damage. This has got damage rating with melee powers and regenerate health on enemy hit. It's alright. It's nothing great. This one's got Brutal Strike rating, Brutal Strike damage rating, movement speed, and health. It's an okay Cosmic Ring. I got River of the Soul on a defensive hero. I always go with River of the Soul, like I said, just to show that you don't need a rune word to make something work. The rune word will help, not so much. Won't really do much here. You don't need the spirit in this case. I got Wrecker's Crowbar. This one's got 800 damage rating, 260 critical hit rating, 660 critical damage rating, 8.7 attack speed, 260 brutal strike rating, 950 brutal damage rating. Gain 2.2 spirit when you hit. See, the spirit's not going to be necessary. Plus 2 ranks to all Luke Cage's street brawling powers, and plus 9 ranks to Crowbar Beatdown. That's awesome for us right there. Yellow Disco T-shirt. 3,400 defense, 4 ranks to all powers. That's actually pretty good, even though it looks minimal. That's not too bad. Mighty Cage belt buckle here. or buckle. 1900 defense rating, 2800 health, plus 2 ranks to all powers, plus 6 ranks to Luke Cage's martial training powers. That's actually pretty good too. Luke's badass boots, 3200 defense rating. We got gain 2.1 spirit when you hit. Again, we're not going to ever need spirit. The trash will burn some spirit, but once we hit the boss, we'll never need it. 265 critical hit rating, plus 9 ranks to Harlem Dropkick. So that's really about it. The boots aren't too good. You can probably find a better slot for. And the Gallant headband, we got 1780 defense rating, 153 damage rating, 10% summon ally damage, 12% summon ally health, plus 1 ranks to all powers, and plus 5 ranks to Luke Cage heroes for higher powers. So that's alright. That's it. So let's go take on Cosmic Dr. Octopus. He hasn't received any real love yet, and he needs it. But he'll get the job done. Waiting for the video card to catch up here. I go and I just hit the button and let Cage was here destroy things. I don't charge it up fully, so I get the knockdown off. I knock down and Dempsey roll all the blues, crowbar beat down. You can see there's not much damage difference between spamming the Cage was here and charging it up. Oh, these poison guys. Because poison is the theme today. And one of the reasons I decided to do this video is this will actually update it to a cosmic video, where this is one video that was left in the dust with actually being on a green or a red terminal. Oh, we can actually go take on Dr. Octopus. I lost a splinter somewhere. I'm going to go back for my splinter. Sorry, that's free money. Where did I lose this splinter?
Angel reporting, sir.
And it's actually pretty easy now. A lot easier than it was before. Cosmic Ring. Octobot controller? Nope. You know, your pet still disappears when you do Hero's Call. So that's still a bug. But oh well. That's it. That's Luke Cage, the Power Man build. Still works the way it was. And brought him up to a cosmic level now. So hope it helps. Hope you guys enjoyed and talk to everybody real soon.